Are we live? Is this thing on?
I think so. Yep,
Yeah,
we're live.
okay.
We're good to go.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining us for another episode of Tech Chat. We are at what episode number now, then?
Number 7.
We are at episode number 7. So we've been doing, I believe we've been doing relatively well thus far, in terms of keeping the content fresh for whatever it is that we're going to broadcast. One, we have been getting a lot of feedback and traction from Facebook. We want to get more people, so please do not be afraid to like and share the video and like the post in our tech chat group. Um, and we've seen a host of persons. Last week we had our first female on the program. Was it last week or week before?
Week
I think it was
before.
week. It
Yeah.
was week before. Unfortunately, I had to miss that one due to other obligations. But I'm here now. I don't know if y'all people like to see my ugly mug. But I'm hoping that I don't disappoint. Okay. With us this evening, we have Dale, as per usual, a resident techie, and we have Mr. Earl. Um,
Slumming it here on 3G.
yes, just so you know, guys, the chat will dip in and out for him momentarily. So it's not his fault. It's a fault of his connection. Do we want to know what connection? Who's your network provider? Or we're leaving that for another
Um,
discussion?
right now I'm on for the internet I'm on Uverse,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of sucks. But right now I'm on T-Mobile 3G, so
The backup.
Well,
it's,
the backup connection. I
the
swear,
backup connection.
if only our Jamaican providers were like that. But anyway,
Yeah.
let's leave it alone. We're not going into another
I was a
philosophy.
bit impressed, actually.
Yes, T-Mobile's 3G doesn't for you to be streaming and for you to be hearing us clearly and us to be hearing you clearly. That's pretty nice and impressive. It is.
But this is the oddest thing. I'm just looking at the data right now. I'm just burning through data listening to you guys.
Are you
I'm just
serious?
I'm just having so much anxiety right now. I'm just seeing like a meg every minute or so. It's like climbing up. I'm at like 200 megs now. 100 megs
Okay.
since we started the pre-show.
The brief show. All right. So no, I think are you seeing our video? I think that's what's causing it to you know.
No. I'm just audio now.
Okay. Okay. All right. So this evening we have quite a number of things to talk about. Um, well, two main things and many sub things. One of the first thing is Google I/O that was announced recently, and WWDC. Dale, that's the name.
Yeah.
And what's the
Worldwide
acronym
Developer
for?
Conference.
Worldwide
Or
Developer Conference. They're happy they do some interesting things.
yeah. Or Dub Dub,
Um,
Yep.
as some call it.
our dub
Dub dub DC.
yes, dub indeed. Google it unveiled some very interesting things as well, but I guess here we're going to talk about both of them, and we're going to weigh in our own personal opinions. Guys, remember this is a personal opinion. Don't take it as gospel. Personal opinions, okay?
Don't get all heated.
Don't
You
get.
know what
Let's
would have
try
been
that.
awesome
What's that?
if Microsoft like crashed both their events.
Yeah, with
That would
what?
just
You
be
know,
hilarious.
you know, that would be that would be somewhat of no, well, I can't say it on TV now, but it would be somewhat of a D move. For those that know, well, yeah,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying, right? Yes, it would be. But anywho, let's start with the Google I/O. For those of you that were able to actually watch the presentation, I will admit I didn't watch it in its entirety, but I did get some interesting points out of it. One of the first things is Android Pay. Um, Android Pay isn't, well, let me not say that. The mobile paying platform is not new.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
the first
Yeah.
thing we need to get out of the way. Mobile paying is not new. It has been around for many years, I believe. Some stores actually started using it with the invention of with the introduction of Google Wallet.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
yes, some Android phones claim the Google Wallet. You can actually download it from the Play Store. I believe it still works. So you could add your credit card information to it. If you go to an overseas store, any store that accepts mobile payment,
Like
they have
NFCs. Yeah.
yeah
Any
they
store
have
that
a
has NFC within it would actually support that.
yeah. So and the device will have to be NFC compatible as well. That's the next thing.
Hmm.
So the device is NFC compatible. The store would have an NFC terminal. I guess no bigger than a wallet, I suppose, something like this. Um, You hold the phone up to it, and it reads the card information from the phone onto the device, takes the payment. So that's the basis at which it works. Um, what I like with Android Pay kind of streamlines it a little bit and bundles it into this nice little ball that is just look neat and neat. Is really really neat. And I believe it's very fast as well. Can you hold it up like 2 3 seconds, boom, payment gone, you walk out the door. So it I believe it's going to speed up checkout time drastically in
All
a
right,
lot of different
hold
stores.
on, hold on.
How much
I have
drastically compared to?
Apple. It's the same thing. It's
It's
pretty
the
much the
same
same
thing.
thing.
No, no, we'll get to Apple Pay. We will get to Apple Pay. But I'm just highlighting the things that I
But I got a
found out.
question though.
Mhm.
How much faster is it gonna be compared to just taking your credit card out your wallet and swiping and just leaving?
All right, check this out. Let's go because I work with retail sometimes. So let's go through the steps. You go to the cashier. Cashier scans the items. That's the longest part of it. Sorry about that. Phone was ringing. Um, cashier scans the item. That's going to be the longest part of the checkout procedure. Scans, rings, and everything gives you your total. The time that you would take, well, most times, the average consumer will have their phone in their hand. Most times. Let's think about it for a second. So instead of a woman going into her purse, funding in the purse, or well, fumbling in the purse, sorry, for her card, giving it to the cashier. Cashier swipes it, enters the amount, yada yada. That can take up a good 2 to 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how fast the cashier is. Now, if you already have your mobile phone in hand, you have an NFC terminal. You hold it to it. You hold it to it, and well, you have to have NFC turned on, obviously. You hold it to the terminal. It will read the information and just take out the exact amount of money. You get a notification on your phone in less than 5 seconds, and the cashier will give you a receipt, send you on your merry way.
Mm.
So it will speed it up by, again, depending on the level of traffic in the store, it's by each person by at least 2 to 3 minutes by each
All right,
customer. So
let
that
me
can,
jump in a little bit.
Mm,
All right, I wouldn't credit that to Android Pay. I just credit that to NFC in
yeah,
general
NFC in general,
because it's the same procedure on either platform,
yeah,
right?
Apple Pay or Android Pay.
Right. Now, I see a disadvantage, right, to it, where um, right now,
Mhm.
not all of the Android devices have NFC. Not all of the
That's true.
Android devices have fingerprint reading, right? So you're pretty much putting the cart before the horse, hoping that the cart eventually gets to the other side,
Mm.
well, they say
right?
if you build it, they will come. So
That's typically what Google's approach is with a lot of their deployments because that's the approach they took with Google Wallet. They
Mhm.
built it, they put it out there, and there was no supporting infrastructure in terms of the banks being on board with it or the stores, and nobody batted an eye at it, right? Then we hear about Apple Pay, and Apple Pay
Mhm.
says, "Hey, we have all these people with us,
Mhm.
right? That will support this new system,
Mhm.
right? And this is how we plan to roll this out so that it benefits you.
Mhm.
So you can pretty much go out there today and use it,
Mhm.
right? And then everybody starts saying, "Whoa, hold on, let's pay attention to what's happening here,"
But then the same
right?
thing, as you mentioned, it's not well, if you're one of the unfortunate that has an older Android device that doesn't have NFC, your goose kind of cooked because you're going to need a newer Android device. I'm guessing at least an S3 for Samsung persons, probably a mid-range HTC thereabout. Those that can get relatively cheaply that will come with the NFC functionality. I am not sure if all of Apple's devices from iPhone 4 come up. I don't know if all those Apple devices have NFC built in. I'm
no,
not
no, no,
sure.
they
No,
don't.
just as the
I think it's
what
a six,
5S,
six
5S,
plus,
Five,
5S,
5S.
and
so
Yes,
6.
five up then. So five S six plus.
No, just 5S and
not the five,
okay.
not the five, the
Oh, the five.
5S.
Okay,
Yeah.
so right then and there, you have a greater device list on the Android side. Because the Android side, once you have a particular phone, once the phone is has the NFC hardware built in, which is I can't even think of a percentage right now, but it's quite a number of devices. Even if that device is relatively old, it still there's a strong possibility it will have NFC built in. Now you have to have a 5S up to have it built in on the Apple side. So to
Yeah,
me,
but
that's a
remember,
disadvantage.
remember now, the adoption rate for new devices, especially handset on Apple side, is much greater than there is for Android.
Okay.
On a singular, for a singular handset though, but for the whole market, that's a different number.
Yeah, is that but overall the adoption rate is far quicker, right?
Mhm.
Because if you look at it, look at the unit sales for the 5S,
Mhm.
the 6, and the
Mhm.
6 Plus, right? And
It's
those
got
three devices, huh? It's
it's
pretty
gotta
high.
have some impressive numbers, no
Yeah,
doubt.
right. So
Mhm.
But
look
then
at that.
again, when you look at all the LGs, all the Sonys, all the Samsungs, all
Yes,
the
but no,
HTCs that
but
have
no,
an
but no.
NFC,
Yeah,
Mhm.
but now you have to think about them having NFC altogether and fingerprint reading.
But mind you, the fingerprint reading
oh,
is
you
not
need
it's not a
fingerprint needing is a
necessity.
necessity.
I'm not sure if
No,
that
It's
necessity
not a necessity.
of doing the payment,
that's
but
not what I got from it.
oh, you didn't?
That's not what
Because
I got.
that was what I got. 'Cause that was my understanding.
The on the Android video, they did mention the security feature and greater safety when using the device and what have you. So
Mhm.
saying that your credit card information is not shared, fine. But I don't think the fingerprint reading is a necessity because if it was, then they would basically be shooting themselves in the foot because you'd have to have a really new device that has fingerprint reading built in, like a
Isn't
last
fingerprint
year
reading
or
just a
even
quicker way to put? Isn't it just a quicker way to put in a pin code,
Yeah,
basically?
it
it is,
is.
it is.
But the
Like,
thing is, what I've seen, and if I'm understanding it the way how it works, even on the Apple side,
mm,
you need a fingerprint in order to do the payment. And I'm assuming that Google is also following that same methodology to do
okay.
the payments. Because it takes nothing for somebody to be over your shoulder and say, oh, that's a pin? Cool. Let me see your phone.
Mm. Fair enough. Fair
Yeah,
enough. Fair
man.
enough.
This
Fair enough. Fair enough.
we're gonna have to follow up on this for the next
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, no, we'll have to. We'll have to. So, Dale, make notes, please. Definitely
Yeah, man.
following up on this part, Apple Pay and Android Pay. The next thing is what is there? Um, another feature that I liked would be the Dose feature from the Android side.
Mhm.
Um, the problem, well, I don't have that problem now because I have a phone with a bigger battery. But the problem that I faced in the past when I had my S4 was that no matter how I used it, I would get roughly 15 hours of life out of it, roughly. And that's without me using 4G or whatever the case may be. Because 4G will eat your battery alive, I swear to you. 4G
Yeah,
does it. Data eats your battery.
that's true.
Um, I
Yeah.
have the Note 3, and the best battery life I've gotten out of it, including using 4G and Wi-Fi intermittently, is like almost 2 days. One day and like 18, 19 hours. It's not even a joke. I love my phone so much.
Yeah,
If I'm on 4G all day, though, I will get a full day out of it. I will get a full day out of it. If I'm on data all day, if I'm on the road all day and I'm on it, WhatsApping and Facebooking and whatever, I will get a day out of it. But yeah, the dose feature, it focuses on charging. Now, in the odd hours, like between 1 o'clock in the morning till about 6, 7, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning to 6, 7 o'clock same morning, persons are more than likely not going to be using their devices. So the device, all the sensors and whatnot don't need to be working. As I understand it, even though if you're not using your phone and the phone is just there on the table, your sensors are still working because once you take it up, if you have the feature on where you take it up and it automatically wakes up, or you take it up and stare at it for like 2 or 3 seconds and the screen lights up, a sensor has to be working in order for that to work, correct?
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
even in another real life scenario, you're at
Mm,
work, you put the phone down,
mm,
and it goes into that doze mode to save
mm,
power.
mm.
Makes sense, right?
It does,
Um,
but then how long would you put it down for? That's the
but
next.
but yeah, and I think all right because if you're home and the device is down, chances are you're gonna be charging it, right?
Yes,
So
that's true.
it wouldn't really benefit you. So I'm here, I have a phone here, I on the table, I'm talking to you guys. Then it
Mm,
goes into that. low sleep mode or whatever it is, or dose, right? But Apple announced a similar feature, which was the low power mode, not as intuitive as what Google has for Android, right?
Mm.
Because it does require that manual intervention. Like if I'm done and I see I'm in the red for
Mm.
20%, then
Mm.
I can just turn on the low power mode and I get 3 hours additional.
Okay.
You know,
Um, Samsung has been doing that too on their hand.
What was
on
that?
their devices.
Yeah, they have this like low power mode that it strips out all the features of the phone, so it
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
pretty
Which
much
phone is
turns it
that?
into a dumb phone.
Which phone
I
is that?
think all the latest Samsung, the S6s and the S5s,
The
they had
yes,
that
it
feature.
has that feature, but then the thing is, it to me it doesn't affect charging. Those specifically affects the charging cycles, charging state. Um, for the S5 has it where it's ultra low power saving mode or ultra power saving mode, I think it is. Hold on. Baby, let me put.
I know that those is like a lot
Um,
more low level and it cuts off a lot of the background
mm,
services
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
it
But
cuts off a lot of things. I like it. It cuts off a lot of things. That particular feature is ultra low power saving mode, and basically, as Earl said, is that it strips out every single solitary thing in the phone and turns it into a literal dumb phone.
Yeah.
But then again, that only affects the charging cycle. No, it affects the typical usage. Like now, you see the screen fully vibrant, fully live for those who can see. Yeah, yeah. Well, anyway,
Oh,
you
see
get
the
what I'm
white
saying.
light.
The white lights, the step away from the white light. But but with that particular power feature, let's see if we can find it. Power saving and then ultra power saving mode. It literally turns everything black and white onto the phone. So
Oh, like
yeah,
monochrome.
like grayscale, complete grayscale.
Mm.
So you see, that's how it looks on ultra low power saving mode.
Yeah.
The S5 has it, the Note 4 has it, and S6 and all those other phones have it. Those, on the other hand, I believe it focuses more on charging. So it takes into consideration the typical charging times based off of the chart that I saw in the video. The typical charging times, which would be like from 9, 10, 11 p.m. till about 6, 7 a.m., right? When the
Yeah.
phone is supposed to be in in a state of not being used and whatever. I think it may increase the efficiency of charging, so as it charges faster. I'm not sure what else they're going for with that, but that's what I got from it.
Okay.
That's what I got.
But so all right. So
yeah, so
you guys are all right. I'm not sure how tied in you guys are with the whole Internet of Things, or aware of it.
Mhm.
Right.
been following it a little bit.
Yeah.
How's that?
But
Mhm.
do you have anything in home now that you're actually looking to get tied into the whole Internet of Things, or are you just looking at it in terms of from the outside?
Hold on, hold on. If I look on,
Yeah,
if I have anything,
just curiosity.
hold on, you lost me. If I have anything, here,
At home. All right, like they have the whole smart locks now,
mm,
where you get close to it and it will unlock the door for you based on your phone or whatever device you have, and then your lights come on in the house automatically at a certain time. Um, yeah, just features like that. Or
um,
every morning at 6 o'clock, your coffee machine starts to make coffee for you.
well,
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, we hear you.
you're loud and
Alright.
clear.
Yeah, we're hearing you now.
For the for the coffee making thing, in that particular example, I mean, it's not hard to set a timer on it. You kind of set the timer, you preload it, you pre-pack it from in the night. You set the timer and it's time to make
Yeah, I
it.
think
Some coffee
some
makers
coffee
can do
makers
that.
do support timers. Yeah, without the crazy
The
IoT.
the smart lock idea isn't bad. It isn't bad. I mean, cars have it where if once you have the remote module in your pocket or on your person, once you approach the vehicle and touch the handle without pressing anything, the
Yeah,
door to
unlock.
open. The doors to open. Yes. If you don't have the remote on the person, you get knocked out of the car not much. You
Yeah.
understand?
But
So
that is a security vulnerability though. Because I've been hearing that persons do is
mm,
that they get an amplifier and you're home in your house and
mm,
your car in the driveway, and they go to like your window and amplify the signal from your key fob and
Mm.
unlock the car remotely and start and then drive off with it.
Mm.
I have not heard that as yet,
Yeah,
and that is a convoluted way to steal a car.
but it
Just
works.
So
saying.
so so Brillo, is it? I know that it's a stripped down, like super small, super thin version of Android, but how different is it from Android Wear? Did they say anything about that on the in the
No,
keynote?
well, all
They,
right.
they didn't touch on it that much. I don't
Yeah,
think.
here's the
Sure.
thing. Brillo Ray just is as I said a stripped down version, right? To kind of deal with the whole communication of or the Internet of Things. Like it's like a platform,
Mm.
right? And it's similar to what HomeKit for Apple is trying to do as well. Um, but to tie in with even Brillo, you have what they call Weave, and Weave
Weave.
deals with the communication layer.
There's
Um,
no women's weave. There's not. No, just that.
well, no, I hope not.
It's like a mesh network.
Yeah, yeah, it's like a mesh, but it's like I think it's like an API, right?
Mm.
You know, they have the Zigbee protocol.
Oh, the Zig. Oh, they
Yeah,
go. What was that
yeah.
802.11.24 or something like that?
I have no idea. I mean, I am a spectator of Internet of Things right now. I mean, it's something I'm looking forward to, but I
Mm.
don't think it's where it should be yet, or the adoption hasn't been there because again, you find a lot uh, of manufacturers try to
Mm.
do their own thing, and
Mm.
you hear about doing it with Zigbee and there's another protocol here and so on. But right now they're trying to tie things together. So even like um, try to do home security.
Mainstream right now.
Huh? Oh
I'm saying the
yeah,
only
well
IoT based device that's mainstream right now is like the Hue light bulbs. Have you seen those?
yeah. I actually got some. I got the light strips.
Mm.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
I know Philips is actually partnering. It has partnered with Apple
Mm.
and their HomeKit, and Apple actually their manufacturers like Lutron, I think is one, are partnered up and actually supporting HomeKit. So there are a bunch of HomeKit devices that's out there now,
Mm.
right?
That's
That will
home
support it.
automation kits.
Hmm.
I've seen. I saw a few. I saw a few. I mean, but the ones that I saw were pretty basic, just like controlling the lights and such.
Yeah.
Can control them from your phone. And I mean, it's convenient. It is convenient, I would not lie.
Hmm.
But the question is, how relevant is it? That's the real question.
All right.
How relevant is it?
Right
How
now,
practical? Yeah.
right
It's
now
not
it
there.
isn't.
Hmm.
The infrastructure isn't there yet. It's
Mm.
gonna
Yeah.
take some time before it's into the everyday things that we use without even us knowing that it's there.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a while though.
Yeah. Because right now I think it's still in the fetal stage of things.
Mm.
But you find that some of the enthusiasts will actually start doing or using some of these products. Like for example, there's a lock system I saw that was really good. It's very expensive though,
Mm.
like $250 or so. It's
Mm.
called August
The
Smart
thing
Lock.
though,
Huh?
the markup on
And,
these things are very high at the
yeah,
moment.
right. So even the August lock, you
Mm.
can actually put it on top of your actual dumb lock,
Mm.
and it will actually turn into an automated lock. So you can actually say, all right, let's put it on the front door, and your kid gets home before you, and they're locked out, and you can just remotely from like she
Yeah,
should
I like
call
it
you
on
and
your
say,
phone.
hey, Dad, I'm locked out. Can you unlock the door for me? And then, okay, fine. And you just unlock. She gets in and she locks it behind her,
But
right?
question, does that mean then that everything in the house will be connected? Meaning, how would this lock work remotely? Would it work over Wi-Fi where it
Yeah,
connects to your existing Wi-Fi network?
yeah. Wi-Fi,
Like if
pretty much.
or what? Okay.
Wi-Fi. Hmm.
So so it is that the Wi-Fi network is down. I'm sure that they will have a fail-safe to open the lock right
Yeah,
there in front of you if your
yeah.
Wi-Fi is down.
You can still use your
Wouldn't it have it on?
you can still use NFC or I think Bluetooth LE.
Mm.
Wouldn't it
Um,
have its own Wi-Fi network or like a Chromecast does?
I think it has a. I think it's either using NFC or using Bluetooth.
Mm.
So you have a personal network.
You see the thing is that with a lot of these devices that aim for convenience and practicality. I mean, common
Security.
sense has well, not only security, but common sense still has to prevail. That's
Mm.
the thing. No, I am all for making my home smart. I am. When I open the door, lights will turn on. If I come in at night, they turn on a little brighter, and if I come in the day, that kind of thing. Um, it adopts your patterns. So let's say, for example, you install an automation kit, and for the next 2 or 3 days, it adopts the patterns of people that come in and out of the house, that kind of
That's
thing.
Nest. Nest does that.
Okay, now, um, well, that does that. Um, my guess is, because I really don't know that much about it, my guess is that it will adopt your patterns once you come into its space, quote unquote. It will execute certain things depending on the user or depending on the somebody walking into the room. What would it be?
Yeah.
Is it that it detects you, like you walk into the room, it senses your height and weight and whatever, so say, okay, this is Kevar. It would
Mm.
sense the height and weight of my girlfriend and say, okay, this is Kerry, that kind of thing. Will it do things like that? You get me?
Mm.
So, I
I know,
mean,
I, I know security
I
systems
don't
could do
know. I
that
don't
kind of
know.
stuff. They could do head counts
But
and all that
cars could
stuff
do it
when
for a
when
long
people
time, you
came
know.
through the door.
Well, no, no, that's I'm
Hello?
not talking about that. Like, okay, like cars can do it. Where if you're driving like Benz, I think Mercedes was one of the first companies that did it, where you could have different driver profiles. So
Mhm.
once you sit in the seat and it picks up your weight, then it adjusts the seat and adjusts the wheel and everything automatically. So if somebody comes out and another user comes in, it does the same thing and it automatically adjusts.
Right.
So I think that it's coming off of that or stemming from that kind of technology. Because I mean, if the car companies came with that from how many years ago, right? Why is it then that persons are just coming with it now
Mm.
to the home environment? You get me?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
So,
practicality issue.
true, but then why are we going to create such a huge excitement over it if it
Well,
has been around from a long time?
no. All right. You remember,
That's my question.
the Internet of Things, or what Google and Apple are trying to do is really take control of your home, right?
Mm.
That works
And
for Google in some sense, and
to
it
be
works
fair though,
for Apple as well.
Mm.
to be fair, the IoT market has been around long before Apple and Google got interested.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. And
And IoT is
So
what for our users? Not
what?
everybody knows what IoT is.
Oh,
IoT is
Internet
what
of
for them?
Things. Internet of
Internet
Things.
what?
Internet of Things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think.
I think it's a term the guys at ARM coined.
Mm.
Where? From where?
ARM, the guys who make the little processors that usually go
Oh,
inside these
okay.
things.
Those
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
All right, cool. Yeah, but as I said, I think the space is young right now, and I think it will evolve and evolve quickly because you have two major players and partners of these devices that are
Yeah.
now in collusion in terms of making it a reality. It's not
And we
it's not
we haven't even brought up. Sorry, go ahead.
it's not secure. It's not, and I think that's one of the things they're addressing, and to kind of make things work together. Because you don't have to buy two separate brands of a product and not be able to have them talk to each other. So I think that a lot of those things is where Google and Apple come into play.
This is
Oh,
true.
we haven't even started talking about Windows for IoT, because that's a
No,
thing.
no, no.
There it is.
Windows is going to be for a separate discussion altogether. Like, let's deal with the mobile
All right,
side.
so
No, Windows is something separate.
Google now
But
on tap.
even though on tap,
How do you guys like
that
contextual
is
search?
amazing.
I love
Yeah.
it.
To me, it's amazing. I am sorry. Like I giggled like a kid in a candy store when I saw it. I was like, oh my word, this is going to be good.
Man,
Because I am looking at something on my phone. I'm researching vehicles for argument's sake. I start typing, I want to look for a 2000 and whatever BMW. Thinking big here, people.
Okay.
And I type in into the 3 series. It would bring up like reviews of the 3 series, pictures of the 3 series, owners of the 3 series, their
Prices.
their prices, that kind of thing. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really really cool. That to me it would save a lot of time because if let's say a child is doing homework, real world example. They're doing their homework, they start typing, they want to do a research on Christopher Columbus, for argument's sake. And as they start typing pictures and articles and this and that and that and that, everything just starts popping up. So it would make the homework time, it would cut down what usually took like 2 hours to research to like half an hour,
Yeah, it
45
Yeah,
minutes.
drastically
nobody now uses
increases
that
the
for homework.
efficiency.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's something that is necessary right now. It's a pity that they can't implement it right now. It's something that is
But
needed.
what about the privacy implications? Because it being so contextual, you can know why you're searching for something, not just what you're searching for.
Hmm.
Okay,
Well,
so that's the other
well,
side of
if
it.
you
They allow
if
the
you
internet.
gain so much, you have to give up a lot. So there will always be a trade-off.
True, true, they will. Because I
I
mean,
I have a problem with that though,
mhm,
right? All right, and it's an observation really.
mhm,
Is that a lot of persons based on what they're now getting as
mhm,
you know things that just, they give up the privacy, or
mhm,
privacy is no longer a concern to them. Because even
mhm,
and look back even as far back as the whole Snowden revelations,
mhm.
we had ideas that this was happening, but we had no proof. And now that we got
Think
proof,
silent.
yeah, we said,
Think
oh,
silent.
oh my, all right, it happened. All right, let's go back to what we were doing,
Yeah, back
right?
to your regular stage of
Yeah,
Oh,
programming.
you're saying we are kind of being complacent about that or something?
yeah. I mean, and we're
In
not in
some
favor
cases,
of
in some cases.
convenience,
Oh,
you know.
I mean, the thing is,
ah,
privacy, privacy. The discussions on privacy are they're not new. I should say. Privacy has always been a concern with all things. But as I asked in the pre-show, what Google and Apple are doing, right? How much is it that these companies know about their users? That's the thing. Because okay, let's use a real world example. You're on Facebook, or no, you're on Amazon. You're searching for screwdrivers on Amazon. Cool. You find a screwdriver, you click on the link, you like what you're seeing, you check out the reviews and whatever. Fine. You close the page. 2 days later, you go on Facebook. And what do you see in the side of your Facebook page? They say
An
screwdriver.
Amazon ad.
That
I
you're
read an
searching for on
article about
Amazon.
that, you know. I
Huh?
read an article about that, and
Read
basically,
about it. You
uh,
experienced it every other day.
but
If you shop a lot on Amazon, you're gonna see Amazon ads everywhere.
well, yeah, they literally track all the sites that you go to, right? So whenever
Mm,
you go to their site, they will say, all right, they're gonna put it on sale, a fake
mm,
sale, where they cross out a higher price
mm,
and show you the so claimed lower price. That's what they're
mm,
doing now. It's
mm.
not actually coming from that price. I just want to create that image.
Yeah.
Just
And
because they know that you search for it a lot.
more,
There was
exactly, it's driving more traffic.
yeah,
Right.
there was another case, where a father had received some mail, right?
Mm,
And it was about, like first child and so forth.
mm,
And he started to argue. I said, why? So, for example, it was store X sending him all this stuff. I
mm,
said, why are you sending me these things about maternity and pregnancy and all that stuff? Stop, right? I said, yeah, because, what he realized was that his daughter was pregnant and she was looking up stuff online. So
mm,
they used that information and now started to target her to actually come to the store and buy stuff.
mm. You see, that's the thing, How much do these companies actually know about their users?
I think Google knows
And
a lot.
Hmm.
Google is the next Skynet. Google is going to take over the world. There's no question about it.
But
I,
here's the
Google
thing:
is
you
going
know
to
what's the
take
funniest
over the world.
we have no problem giving
about
them
it?
information.
Mm.
Everything about us because we're gonna be uploading all our photos to their free storage.
Mm.
Exactly.
Yes,
And we
that
know how
will
we love free.
learn a lot of people.
Yeah,
Oh, that
you
was a
see,
bad segue. I'm sorry about that, guys.
the You see the whole online storage of photos? No.
Yeah.
Nope. 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 Facebook is enough. Facebook is enough. I'm fine. Facebook can have all the pictures it wants. It's fine. But to store it, no. No.
Yeah, but
No. No.
here's the thing.
From childbirth to death.
Again, we don't put. All right, here's the thing. Right
Mm,
now, I think a lot of, even especially like parents,
mm,
and I think this was one of the examples that I saw in one of the keynotes as well.
mm,
You have a newborn. You're going to start taking a lot of pictures of that newborn, and
mm.
you are able now to store all of these pictures from birth to the
Till
grave,
whenever.
right?
For
Yeah.
free.
For free, and you can go back and say, oh,
Especially off your cell phone.
yeah.
You know?
Yes.
That,
Yes. I
so
mean,
Ease of
it's good.
use.
It has good intentions. It has good intentions. I will not lie. It does.
I don't
But
think so. I don't think so at all.
no.
I think the intention
Well,
is I'll
mhm,
give you something to help advance what we need to do. Because
Mm.
there was even an example I saw on Twit, right,
mm,
where he had uploaded all Leo Laporte had uploaded all his photos, and he did a search like dog. I still showed all the images in his collection with a
of
dog.
dogs. Hmm.
Wait, and you see, this is machine learning the context of what's in the picture, right?
Again, Skynet.
Yeah, but again, we don't care what that about privacy. We don't care how it works or why
No,
it works.
not a lot of us. We care because we are techies. That's the thing, you know. Because we are techies, we know the implications of it. So we actually give a crap.
Mm.
We do. I mean, the typical average user, the average Instagram junkie. Let's use Instagram. Average Instagram junkie doesn't really give two hoots about the pictures being online because again, Instagram is always online, right?
Mhm.
Now, Google Unlimited Photo Storage is not necessarily going to be something like Instagram, unless you share the pictures,
Right.
but it's just another way for them to share their pictures. It's another way for them to store their pictures online.
Yeah.
Now, I have a problem. Well, no, let me not say that. The only time when it will become a problem to me is if you're forcing me to store my things online. And I'll be like, no, you can chuck off on a peg. I'll copy my things to a flash drive and lock it in a safe. I'm just saying, I will back up my documents to a portable hard drive and just lock it in a fireproof safe.
And
This is
you're what, one
Hmm?
in every thousand. But is it the other
Well,
guy? The other guy now who is looking at all right. There are a couple of things that we have to keep in mind, right?
hmm,
Is that I believe that Google has strategically
hmm,
positioned their products and services in a way
hmm,
to advance their whole search um, algorithm and so forth,
of
right?
course.
So the more photos you give me, the more photos I can analyze and get a better sense of, um, context in photos or in video or whatever it is.
I think they call that
Right.
machine learning.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
So
But
the
then,
more the machine learns, the more information it can actually expel to you,
but
and
then they,
that's
Uh,
why
hmm,
that's why Google Now on Tap will work the way it does,
hmm,
and they get even better.
quick,
and it will succeed.
quick,
It will.
Yeah.
quick update, guys. Quick update.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I just burned through 100 megs.
Wow.
I just burned through another
Jesus.
100. So
Wow.
yeah.
300 megs of data.
All right. We might have
Okay.
like 15 minutes
So
left.
it's about 200 megs for this whole conversation so far.
I'm saving saving Earl's data. But one of the things though is that remember Earl not Earl Dale what I
Mhm.
said to you before during the testing segment that you can actually images in Google. It Google Now on Tap is something in my opinion is something similar, but then it expounds on it exponentially because of the number of things we're able to do with those particular searches.
Mhm.
So again, privacy is going to be a concern. In my opinion, privacy would be a concern. One,
I don't think so.
two, how well it will work. So far, the demo looks like it will work really well,
Mhm.
but it has to stand up to real world testing for sure.
Yeah.
Because the demo is a controlled environment.
What's going to happen, is that the
Mm.
more you use it, the more or the better
The
it will
better it
become.
gets.
Yeah,
But I guess,
that's the
yeah.
plan.
Mm.
All right.
All right, so we
So what do you
covered
guys think about cardboard?
Ah,
Um,
nice idea.
cardboard. Cardboard is
I
an
don't understand
interesting
it.
concept.
You don't understand it?
No, I just
From what I
breeze through
saw,
the video, so I don't really understand it much.
All right. Could I? All right. Imagine this, right? You have your phone, and you have this cardboard cutout thing. You fold it up
mm,
to the structure it's supposed to be. You put the phone into it,
mm,
and then it becomes like a VR glasses. So imagine now, and this is the example they gave. Like in a classroom, you have all these kids with all these Google Cardboard and phones in them, and the teacher
Mm.
can now instruct a tour, a virtual tour. So she has her tablet device, and she says, "All right, so everybody
Oh,
look over there. That's the face of Mount
Mount
Everest,
Russia.
where
Yeah.
right,
yeah,
and everybody would actually be seeing the same thing. So no matter how they turn, they'll actually be looking pretty
they were
much
looking at
in the
something.
same
That to
orientation.
me, brilliant. It's brilliant. It is
Yeah,
brilliant.
it is.
It
Yeah, yeah.
it
Really
brings
like that.
more
And it
interactive learning.
it
Hmm.
goes hand in
But
hand
go ahead
with
there.
the jump too. It
Yeah,
goes hand in hand with their Google
But
Jump too, because if you can
but
capture
hold
that
on.
360-degree video, you
Mm.
can show that video in Expedition
yeah.
and give tours based on that, so they can look around the environment.
Yeah, I think those two are actually tied together.
I believe so. I believe so. Based on how the presentation was saying, it looked as if they work together.
Hmm.
But I like the ideas. It brings learning to a whole new level, and
Yeah.
the implementation, it
It's not
doesn't seem
it's not just about the
expensive.
learning though.
Entertainment as well.
Yeah, it's
Entertainment
not
too,
even
yes,
just about that.
entertainment.
It's about translocation, right? You can be anywhere in the world and have like this pseudo real life experience
Yeah,
anywhere in the world. You can be in Japan by sitting in your pajamas and at your computer with your VR glasses, and you can
yeah.
feel like you're in Japan because you can look around and you can see the people walking by. So this is
True. True.
this could be revolutionary if it works.
No, not could be. It is going to be revolutionary. Let's get it out there in the open. It's going to be. There's no question about it.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
And
again,
another cool thing
that's
about it
for
is
the
YouTube's backend does support stitching 360-degree video, so you
Hmm.
can play back 360-degree video on YouTube now.
Yeah.
yeah. You
Yeah.
just jump.
YouTube really has been doing a lot of things because even right now they're supporting 8K video.
Mm.
Right now,
Yup.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
I saw that.
I'm not even past watching stuff at 720p.
I'm fine at 1080. Like 720 and 1080, I'm fine. You don't really notice the difference unless
What
you're
about
doing certain
60p though?
things. But I'm fine.
What about 60p
60p or
for you
60 frames.
guys? 60 frames, same thing.
Oh,
60.
since like yeah, I
Oh,
saw it and
smooth motion.
it
Smooth
looks
motion.
very good.
Yeah. Few uploaders do it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I can really I would pay much attention to it. It's not as
I
just
love it
as
for review videos, especially for phones. You
yeah.
can really see the fluidity of the motion of the phone better that way.
True, but then
And for like when they're showing game videos on YouTube and stuff, it will
mm,
give a better I don't know experience of the game, like how it actually moves
Yeah, like
versus
mm.
a
how
movie.
YouTube used to show it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where it
And
was just that, yeah, where
and
it was like that.
the oops, sorry.
But
So
where
the last bit. Sorry, go ahead.
go on there, go on.
I'm saying the last bit for this Google I/O discussion is a bit of a role reversal for Google,
Mm.
having app permissions modeled directly after the way iOS does it. I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think that is actually a good move. I
yeah,
prefer the simplified version of permissions.
yeah. It
I
made
really like
sense.
how Apple implemented it.
Uh-huh.
All
I
right,
mean,
so
it's no problem for techies and it works good for the average Joe.
sorry. So can we? So are we moving to Apple now? It
And
sounds like we moved to Apple.
Yeah, well, we've been in and out.
Okay, okay. So, but we're moving to
yeah, let's
Apple.
start
All right,
Apple.
so let's turn the page to Apple
Uh,
now.
and I think this is the best name
What's that? What's that?
ever. I just
What's that?
love it.
The name El Capitan.
El Capitan, the
All
new
right.
OS X.
forgive me for nitpicking. Forgive me for nitpicking. But what the hell?
I think they ran out of cat names, honestly.
Why? Why? Okay, you had
How's
OSX
that?
Lion, OS Lion,
Yeah, but they stopped with the
Leopard.
cats already. I mean, they told them to
Huh?
stop. You remember now? They actually stopped with the cats and started with Maverick, right? And
Okay.
then,
Does anybody here know the different iterations of Mac? Like the different names?
and I don't know all of them. I know the ones that I started with,
And so
from
where did
Snow
it start?
Leopard,
Snow
Lion,
Leopard, Lion.
can't remember. Yeah, but I remember Maverick, I remember Yosemite, and now I know El Capitan.
El
But
Capitan.
El
I
Capitan
mean,
is a part of Yosemite, you know. I think it's a cliff face in Yosemite itself.
but then does that mean that this will be the last Mac OS that will that? The thing is, when you bring a name
No,
like that, like the head of everything, 'cause that's what it means. Look, I am the head, I am the leader, that kind of thing.
no,
So, is it that this is going to be the final one or the
no,
best
no.
one? I don't know.
Here's the thing about it. You remember, you know, you move from Maverick
Mhm,
and Yosemite was a big jump,
mhm,
right? Big, a major update.
mhm.
El Capitan being a part of Yosemite means that it is a small iteration, so that they're actually working on stability and very small incremental features.
So it's like Windows 8.1 thingy.
Yeah, right.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, I wouldn't use that,
Nah, but
but
similar concept, similar concept.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, one of the things that we touched on before was the intuitive search. We touched on it when we are talking about the Google segment.
Hmm.
Similar thing in this where you're in the OS, you're in the base of the OS, you start typing, and different topics will start popping up based on what you type.
Yeah, the
I
whole
like that.
contextual
Yeah,
search.
I like that across both platforms. I like
Mm.
it because it eliminates, no, no, well, not eliminates, it lessens the time it would take for you to search for something.
Mhm.
And in this day and age, time is money. So you don't want to be spending half hour, 45 minutes, an hour searching for something online when it can be done in like 5, 10 minutes flat. So I like that. I really, really like that.
Yeah,
I really,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I really like the way how they implemented the new search engine within
hmm
OS X.
hmm
Like you can just type in like your personal context,
yeah,
like
natural language.
Real, yeah,
pictures with
natural language. That's true.
pictures with Joe or whatever,
Mhm.
right? And it just finds it automatically. I really like that.
Yeah, I
Really
do. I do.
increases the efficiency of search.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And it will take off, you know. It's going to take off because a lot of
Mm.
persons are going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
But one of the other things that I found that they announced, and again, forgive me for nitpicking, but we know that snapping windows came
Me,
from
I,
Windows 8.
Linux.
Well, no,
Yep.
Linux. I'm sorry. Holy crap! It's my
Yeah.
apologies. So it's been coming from a long time. Now, snapping windows to each side. Windows 7 does it, where you can snap like a Word window and an Excel window on the same screen.
Mm.
But Windows 8 does it a little bit differently because you'll have the Windows 8 desktop with something behind it, and then you'll have, let's say, um, the, the, the built-in newsreader on the other side. The built-in newsreader in Windows 8 on the other side.
All right,
Right?
just jump in quickly.
Yeah.
Our man down,
hmm Oh,
Earl
sorry.
down. Oh, he's back now.
There we go. He's back up. He's back up. Yeah, Earl, I don't know if you missed it, but what I was saying is, what I like, with the snapping Windows part of it, the for Windows 8 or Windows 8 does it is that on one side, if you decide to snap something, on one side you have the Windows desktop, whatever it is that you snap, and on the other side you have something that is built into Windows, like the Newsreader app or the Pictures app or something else on the other side. That's fine. I like how they did that. Apple is announcing it as if it's something new and revolutionary. So I didn't really understand
Ah,
why is it that they
here's
were dwelling on it so
no.
much.
Here's
That's
what it
just my
is.
take.
In
well,
Apple's
their snap
world,
feature is a little bit different.
yeah, and in Apple's world, no, Apple is not saying. Apple is not thinking about anybody else outside the room. Apple is thinking about Apple. All right. So when they make an announcement and it's new to the platform, they're going to say, "Hey, this is new and this is revolutionary." They don't care. They don't care about what the next guy just did,
Mm.
right?
True. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. Hold on, but it again. I mean,
I think
it's
it's
a
been
nice feature.
implemented similar to the way our Windows 10 is doing it.
Well, oh,
Right.
can I,
Yeah,
on a
I
side
like
note,
Windows 10 implementation.
on a
Right.
side
It's
note,
very,
any
very
of
good in
you
Windows 10.
any of you guys sign up for the upgrade on
Cause
the 10 on a
in
side
Windows,
note?
Nope.
Yeah, I did.
The staff
Okay,
upgrade.
okay.
Reserve the copy.
I've been on Windows 10 for the past 6 months.
Windows
So
what?
you have that stopping feature though? The split view?
Sorry, say that again.
No, I was asking if you have the split view as well.
I'm losing you guys. Oh crap.
Yeah.
If I have the split view,
No, I don't think it's hearing us
Okay,
correctly.
if you have the split,
yeah, split view.
All right. So, all right.
Yeah,
The other thing I like right now, you remember the last time they introduced Metal, with I think it was iOS 8, and I think the iPhone 6s was the first one to actually have Metal.
6 Plus, you mean?
No, Metal. Talking about Metal.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. To kind of enhance the performance of like the graphics engine and performance overall.
But you see,
Um,
mhm.
and they're bringing it now to OS X, which is I think good.
oh,
All right. My question now is it that if you take two Apple devices, let's say two Apple iPad Airs, for argument's sake, both of them, one has metal, one doesn't.
Hmm.
What is going to be that performance gain? Why is it that it's going to be so much better to do something on one device than do it on the other? I understand that it's a performance boost. It's like think Intel with their Turbo Boost technology.
Hmm.
The processor is a base 3.2 gigahertz, turbo boost up to 4 gigahertz. No, I mean, as an example, people, that's not real world numbers.
All
So,
right.
no,
I think I have a
yeah.
simple explanation for it. All right.
Mhm.
It's like Chinese telephone with less people.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. So, for those that don't know, Chinese telephone is where I tell Dale something, he tells Gio something, but Gio hears something different. Gio tells Hurley something different, and it goes on and on and on until
It just takes a
something
long time.
totally different reaches the end person.
Yeah.
That's what Chinese telephone is in a nutshell.
Yeah.
But
the closest analog I can think about
mm,
for this situation would be on the Windows side. If you compare DirectX 11 versus
mm,
a Mantle in like a Battlefield 4, you
mm.
can see that you get up to sometimes 10 all the way to 50% difference in performance based on whether the game is CPU bound or GPU bound.
10 to
So
50, you said?
10 to 50%. So it depends on the game
Mm,
and depends on where in the game you are. But yeah, there
mm.
could be a huge boost just by
I'm not saying no,
changing the API.
I'm not saying no. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying no. But it's just that. I mean, what is there? Why would I? What? Okay. What would drive a person to buy? You have one iPad Air, you have the other one with metal built in, one without. What would drive the person to buy the one with metal?
Cause it's newer,
Oh,
man.
I
It's
guess based
newer.
on the way what they use it or whatever they're getting it for. So if metal only helps a certain scenario
Mhm.
and you're not going to use it for that scenario, then it would basically be pointless.
It would be pointless, exactly.
Look, when you think about it though, if you went the metal route, it'd be more future proof.
True,
Well,
but
yeah,
then
true.
True.
what is going to be the price point?
But
Because if you
here's the
have
thing.
two
I
devices,
don't get that. I don't get that. Metal is entirely just hardware. I think.
No, it isn't. It's
Yeah.
software. It's all software.
Right. So I believe even with my machine,
mhm.
it is like 2 years old, will actually have some gain benefits in terms of performance using
That
metal.
depends
Okay.
though.
Yeah.
That depends.
It depends. It might not be as
No,
performance enhanced
I
as
mean
a newer one.
what type of
What is it?
GPU does it have? Is just a straight Intel?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it depends on if I don't
The
know who would
hardware.
be making the drivers for it, if it's Intel or Apple, but depends on if drivers are built for that CPU.
Hmm.
Cause it might just be like AMD only or Nvidia only or something like that.
Right.
So it's too early to
But
call.
there is a performance gain.
All
There
right,
is.
all right, fair enough, fair enough. We
iOS.
Apple Pay. Apple Pay is let's see. Apple Pay is just like Google Pay, just like Google Wallet, just like PayPal now and all that lovely stuff.
Why making that making that way?
No,
It's
then just
like
saw something, you know.
it's the other way around.
Listen to
It's
me, man. No, listen to me, man.
the other way around.
Listen. Apple,
Google
they said
Wallet's
in the
been
beginning
around
of the
longer than
second.
Apple Pay, right?
Google Wallet has been around for a long time. They've probably just rebranded
Yeah,
it and renamed it now to
but
Google
guess what?
Pay or Google whatever it is.
Google Wallet did not support NFC in terms of how they're doing it now. The whole pattern in terms of
Mhm.
how the process happens now, they're
Mhm.
modeling it based on how the Apple Pay is doing.
Okay.
Wait,
All right.
Yeah.
did
Fine. So I
you
will
say
give it
that it
that.
didn't support NFC?
What are you saying, Joe?
Did
Google
you say
Wallet.
it didn't support NFC in the beginning?
No,
Google.
but it
It
did,
did,
but yeah, but here's the
but
part.
it just
Let me
wasn't
clarify.
implemented
Let me,
properly.
yes, let me clarify that. Because they have so much manufacturers and nobody or very few manufacturers actually implemented NFC, it was
Mm,
pointless, right? Google
true.
put out wallet out there without any kind of support, right? I just sat there. They didn't
True.
have the
True.
partnerships to support it. They didn't have the banks on board to support it, right? And the stores like
Barely marketed it.
hardly.
Yeah,
Right?
that's true. That's true.
Apple says, all right, here what we can do. We can do this, but we have to do it right. We can get the banks on board, strike a deal, right? And they'll get a transaction, a part of the transaction fee, right? And I even want to talk about that a little bit. And they got the retailers on board. They make sure that the equipment is actually in place to support it, right? So when it came out, I said, hey, it's available today. You can go out there and buy it. You can go out there and use it right now,
Mhm.
right? Everybody said, yeah, that makes sense. And guess what? They had the devices already out there, and the penetration was to a point where it made sense for them, right? So it
You know,
does
I would
work.
love to play around with one of those things. That just gets them to play around with it.
Yeah,
Let's play around with the whole transaction, accepting transactions. I want that. I would want
yeah,
to. It's going to be interesting. It's gonna explode in the next like year or two when persons are moving away from when people have moved away from cash and they start carrying cards. Now they're gonna move away from cards and start carrying only the cell phone, that kind of
hmm
thing. But again, a lot of concerns. Security is one of them. If you lose your phone, what happens? That kind of thing. So
well,
everything with time, basically.
yeah,
Everything with time.
yeah.
Everything with time.
All right, well, just
Next
kind
part.
of move ahead though, you know.
Yeah, man.
Um,
Next part. The
I,
multitasking on the tablet.
I'd love to take on this a little bit. All right, so you have Apple Maps with no with transit information.
Oh boy.
Google already
Okay.
did that with their map system, so they're actually playing catch up with that.
As we
Nokia's
should.
been doing that for years and years.
Yeah, I know it
Yep.
got bought by Microsoft.
No, Nokia is doing their own thing.
Okay, did it before they come out. Come on, no, come on, don't do that.
The pioneer.
Nokia handset division got bought by Microsoft, not Nokia. There's a
Not
big
Nokia.
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
all right.
Oh,
Timeline.
apologies. Sir.
They're dying on the vine. I mean, it's great technology. And did somebody implement it already? Nokia here, it's called, right?
Yes,
I
yes, yes.
Yeah. All right.
Nokia. Yeah. Okay.
Moving through. Apple
Hmm.
News, right?
Hmm.
Personally, I'm not a fan of it. I think it's a Flipboard clone
Google no.
I did,
or Google News or whatever it want to be, right?
and I
But
think Samsung has one of those too built in, right?
yeah, and
Flipboard.
HTC has theirs as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody, I think they're just getting on board with what everybody else is already doing,
I mean,
right?
Flipboard. I like to use Flipboard from time to time. It's a really nice news app.
Yeah, I like it, and then I stopped using it because I end up starting to use the whole Facebook stream to get my stuff. So
Mhm.
I would probably have one or two tabs open, and Facebook is one of them with all my stream. I just customize it to watch the news, right? But
I need to know how you do that, but that's our different segment.
yeah. All
Mhm.
right, they're making Swift open source, which is good. I
What is
remember a couple
hold on,
months ago.
hold on. What
What?
is Swift? For those that don't know,
Oh,
what
So
is Swift?
all right.
programming language.
So they actually are moving away from Objective C for your
Mhm.
development to
Mhm.
Swift.
Oh.
And
Swift is allegedly a little bit higher level
mhm,
than Objective C, so it's gonna be easier to get into.
yeah,
Okay.
right? And they're making it now open source,
Okay.
which is great. I remember someone asked a question about Apple and open source, and Apple has actually been contributing to open source
Uh,
community for a very long time.
especially something called LLVM and something called
And Mac, MACH,
okay, the kernel,
yeah,
yeah.
the kernel.
Mm.
What else?
Um, I think
Okay,
I don't, they
there's
do
a
a lot of
list.
stuff.
Yeah, there's a
They do a
list,
lot of
and
stuff.
I don't think that they publicize
OpenCL
it
is a
much.
big one too.
Hmm. Go
Yeah,
again?
so they do a lot of low level work and they share a lot of code too. So I mean,
Mm.
they
Yeah,
don't do as much as the big boys, but the big boys in Linux, but they still do a lot of work.
yeah.
Mm. Mm.
And
And
just
Yeah.
having it
What?
open source now means that it can get adopted on
Mhm.
Microsoft and Linux platforms. So
hmm
it can probably get more popular this way.
yeah, yeah.
I guess more persons will be able to write apps for the Apple
I
devices.
think that's the hope.
Yeah,
That's the
Mm.
hope. All
because
right, but
Another.
new languages die way too easy. So they
hmm
need
Yeah.
to do everything they can to jumpstart it.
And to
yeah,
preserve it. Yeah. But the next thing, though, the next thing that had a lot of people complaining, like every single Apple user complaining, including you, I'm sure, Dale, about the update size for iOS 8. iOS 8 was the size of a DVD.
yeah. I didn't have that issue. I never had that issue because
Oh,
Really, really.
I don't
was
Well, you
keep
have a
that many
lot.
stuff on my
was it
phone.
that big?
Yeah, it was
I
big. It
don't
was big.
remember.
Yeah,
People had
It
to
iOS
was
8
delete
four
stuff.
point
is the size of a
something gigs.
DVD. It's the size of a single layer DVD. Let's get that to the perspective.
Yes, it was.
4 point something
Yeah, it
gigs.
was big.
Like, what the
Yep.
hell?
They needed all that storage for the translucent backgrounds.
Here you know trying to justify. Really?
Seriously? No, no,
Stop it.
no.
Come on.
All right.
I
Good.
mean,
There's good news
those
to it though.
PNG files are super large, man.
Like, no,
Yeah.
stop it. No, but I
There's
mean,
good
I
news.
like that. I like that they chopped it like Jack and the Beanstalk. They just
I
chopped
tell
it.
you,
Says no. Says no.
Wait. I got a question though. Is it
Mm.
1 gig extra from your storage, or is it 1 gig replacing, like upgrading parts of the OS already?
I think
Uh,
it's 1 gig replacing. I
yeah. So
think it's the
one.
one that's replacing. I think so.
So it's no longer 4 gig files or 1 gig.
It's a 1 gig
One
file
plus.
replacing. I mean, and I love that. It's like probably I don't like 1.5. I don't think it reaches 1.5 yet. But I love that they actually listened to the people and decided to not make something big and odious, like you get the biggest piece of meat in the plate and you're struggling to cut it up, that kind of thing. So yeah, I love that they did that. I actually love that they did that. So we'll
Mm.
see how that plans out. And the next thing that, well, the last thing I want to touch on is Apple Music. Um, Apple Music. Okay, I don't have anything negative to say about it, to be honest. I think that it's a good idea. I
Mhm.
think that it will work. Mind you, they're not the first persons to do it, to do something like that. But I like that they want to make something as integrated as this. Because normally when you think Apple, you think exclusivity, right?
hmm
Only on Apple, only on iTunes, only on this, only on that. But Apple Music is now going to be, well, as it said, worldwide, across platforms, across OSs. So I really think it's going to work. I think it's going to take off.
It's a smart
Yeah, I
decision
think
too,
so too. And they're making
Yeah,
it really
because
easy for content creators. So
yeah, they are, they are, they
so
are. Mind you, I still hate iTunes from the bottom of
I,
my. Like I really hate iTunes.
oh
I'm
gosh,
sorry.
I second that.
well,
I hate.
to be fair though, iTunes they do sell you DRM free
Content.
MP3. Yeah, so it's not like they're doing crazy stuff like they used to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, this could be big because I remember them talking a lot of smack talk a couple of weeks ago about how they're gonna take on Spotify and Pandora and just kill everybody. I see
Yep.
how that could happen.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
I don't think that was coming directly from them. Um, but
That
it
might have
was
been the tech
perceived as that.
press, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But still, I think that the tech side have become social with it as well, using the whole Connect. So I think
mm,
Connect is like a revamp of what they had before, which was Ping,
mm,
right? Um, I don't think that would be very successful. I say artists who actually would participate are going to, for
Could you describe that feature real quick?
Which one? Which
all right,
one?
so
Connect.
connect, allow like fans to connect with their artists and follow them, and get like videos or pictures or just content overall.
I
Um,
guess it's like a more personalized approach.
yeah, but the
Mm.
thing is about that is that
Mm.
the artist has to commit to doing that, and I'm sure the artists have things like Facebook already.
Ooh, sounds
They
like a
have
lot of work.
Twitter. Yeah, it's just one more thing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but usually they'd have PR people to deal with that, right?
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's
but
still
at the
just one
same
more thing to
time,
do.
it,
And if you're
it
getting value off of Twitter and
personal touch.
Instagram and Facebook, you know,
Mm.
it's not like
Yeah,
a proven social network
I
experience.
know.
Yeah, I think that's
But
from
I
my
mean,
side, guys.
yeah, no, that's fine. It does well, as long as there's nobody breaking into your house, I think it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, the Connect is a nice tool, but that's why we have the artists have Facebook, they have Twitter. I mean, a lot of persons they would update their Twitter feed say, oh, hashtag no, I mean hashtag sorry, talking Instagram talk. I you know, oh hey, I'm at this bombing party, it's nice, and whatever. Oh, I'm making some music. Doing this for my fans. So and so and so and so, and that's Twitter. So I, I mean, I find that artists have a little more personal touch with Twitter because it's actually on their native devices. Um, I don't know how the connect thing would work. I
Uh,
don't.
just a quick note about Twitter is that for some of the higher level Twitter stuff, Twitter for
Mm.
business, you actually have to pay for that.
Yeah, but I mean,
Oh,
no, I'm talking about the artists. I didn't know that, but I'm talking about from the artist's point of view because if they have to pay for it, if they want a promotion, yes, they'll pay for it. But in terms of sharing their content with their fans, it's because it's easy for someone to tweet, oh, at Will Smith, whatever, whatever. I like your new movie, whatever, whatever. And then he'll pick it up on his feed, and then he's like, "Oh, fans are responding to so and so and so and so." Will Connect be similar, right? It
Oh,
sounds like it's going to be
that's a good
similar, where
question.
it allows the fans to interface with their favorite artists. I don't know if it's going to be like on a one-on-one thing, but as Dale said, it's just one more thing to do. So I guess it's up in the air with this one. We'll see how it works out. But it's not a bad concept. I will not lie. It's not a bad concept.
So the 24/7 global live radio, how you think that will turn out?
That is, to me, it's
mm,
like another streaming service.
Yeah, but
I
it's global. This
it's
means
no,
every it's like the biggest radio station in the world.
yeah, but look, all right, look at Live 365. Live 365 is an online site. You can access it anywhere in the world, right? So, what is going to make this different from a Live 365 or from a Pandora or from
Because of all
another
the
streaming
because
site?
of all the the built-in user base that it already has. iTunes has millions upon millions of people using it. Just that alone will bring
Okay.
in a lot of people.
All right. Well, true. And then I guess you'll have more genres of music to search for. If someone who's feeling for heavy metal today, and then rock music tomorrow, that kind of thing. I guess it's easier to find the different type of music to different types of music to listen to.
Mm.
I mean, but I don't know. It seems like another ginormous streaming service.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
I don't know
mean,
if you guys watch the TV show Silicon Valley.
no, never watched it.
No,
No,
never seen it.
no.
You should watch it. Very
No,
funny.
I've
Um,
it's the one with a bunch of guys
yeah,
that look like Steve Jobs on the cover.
yeah. And like that have an investor who made his money off of internet radio on the internet.
mm,
So everyone's making that same joke coming from the TV show about Beats One. It's
beats
radio on the
one.
internet,
I swear,
you
like,
know.
I swear.
But
But again,
I personally, I actually would listen to it.
no, I would
I
try
actually
to.
spend time listening to like
The
the
radio or the
radio. Yeah,
curated feed?
radio. Like
No,
I pick an artist and
I'll
then
listen
do
to
the
it.
curation and
Absolutely.
stuff.
I mean, they're making it free for 3 months, so you really don't have nothing to lose by trying it.
Yeah,
So
and
I'll
from
listen.
what I gather as well, you're not losing the radio feature either.
Mm.
So even if you still want to remain free, you can still listen to it. Just that you won't have as much functionality in terms of skipping
If
as
you
well
want
as you
premium
can do
music,
before.
premium music, then you know you
Oh
have to
yeah,
pay for
because
it.
I know on Pandora you have a limited amount of skips per day.
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But then I mean, again, as I said, we'll see how it pans out.
Alright.
But to summarize, the things that we all like, Android Pay.
I
um,
mean, that's just whatever for me.
that's just one thing.
I still don't see
Apple
the
Pay.
big.
No, Apple Pay.
Honestly,
I
I don't see
can't
the
leave
big
Dale
boost
out. I
on
can't
the
leave Dale
platform.
out. He probably reached from overseas and having a shoes lace. So, I mean, no one tapped for Google side. Um,
Love it.
I love the update size drop from the Apple side. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
the Google Photos part with Jump, Apple Music. You know, there are really a limited number of negatives coming from both sides. Like,
I
but
mean, they're
the
patching
Alright.
up all those little holes with all these
yeah,
updates.
But
actually all these.
there's one thing I was hoping for that didn't happen, which was the Apple TV. I
Oh,
think that would be for a fall release because that actually pulled it back. I think just pending some of the deals that they had.
mhm.
So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I'm looking forward to revamp hardware and the packaging of
The
um,
device.
the Apple TV
Hopefully making it
apps.
a little
Wait,
cheaper.
the Apple TV as in the platform or Apple TV as in the television set?
The
Because I know.
device.
No, the
No,
small
making
little
the device.
device, the whole idea of a TV, I think that has shelved. But the
Yeah, I
little
think they took it off
box, yeah,
the docket.
It's a
yeah.
media box, like your
So
Chromecast stick or your Roku stick or
yeah,
box. Kind of thing.
so I'm hearing that they're trying to position it as a where you can actually watch live television on it.
That would be
You
good.
have apps on
That
it,
would be good.
revamped hardware,
So,
remote.
so you're telling me the future of Apple is live radio and live TV over the internet?
Yeah,
It would be
If
good.
they put live TV in it, oh gosh.
yeah. And what I
It's
hear as
going to
well is
spread
that
like wildfire.
what I'm hearing is also that the Apple TV will become the hub for HomeKit.
So
Oh,
you
makes
control
sense.
everything. You control everything. Your smart house through your Apple device.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Google comes with to combat that.
Just a few
Tell you
things before we
the
wrap
but
up. We
yes, sir.
didn't really get into the iPad features, and I just want to note that this new split, the multitasking stuff on the iPad is really big.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a
I
really
like it.
big feature.
The
Hold
split
on.
mode,
Um,
slide
That
over.
that
Now
turns the
here.
iPad from a consumption device to a workhorse
Now
device.
Yeah,
watch me
that's
now
true.
like
with my pen.
finally, I
Hold
don't
on.
know what took them so long to do this.
Watch me with my pen going to prick this bubble. Okay. So, okay, let me not say Google. Samsung.
Samsung.
Right.
Samsung has been, yeah, it's not Google. Samsung. But the thing is, when you think Samsung, some people will think Google synonymous with Samsung. But let's make the difference.
Mm-mm.
Google doesn't have the feature.
Exactly.
Samsung devices have the feature where there's a multi-window. So you can
Mm.
actually put more than one window on the screen,
And picture in picture.
picture in picture and whatnot.
Uh,
The Note has that. The Note 2 up has that feature. So to me,
And
it's not
some
new.
Samsung tablets have it too.
Yeah.
Some Samsung have it as well. The newer
Samsung,
tablets have it.
Yeah,
yeah.
the new ones.
So
But
personally, to me, it's not new. But how they do it, I like how Apple did it. It
mhm,
Yep.
looks a little more polished,
yes.
and it
Yes, it
looks
is.
like you can actually do a little bit more than just having the windows side by side.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mind you, either way it works. Side by side, resizing one window to take up more screen real estate, snapping it back in the middle right down, that kind of thing. But the
Which
Apple
looks
does
just
it just
like Microsoft's implementation, by the way.
it
Mm-hmm.
does. But the thing
All
Mm-hmm.
is,
right.
Apple is a little bit more polished. Honestly, I can safely say that's a little bit more polished on the Apple side.
The problem I have though, a lot of times with even with Android is that they always have these very good features, but they're not in one place,
Yes,
right?
That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
And I
Yeah.
think that's what Apple has been doing. It kind of consolidating these things to have the experience
Mhm.
here.
All in one
So,
place.
Only
right.
one Android OEM right now does everything, and it's Samsung,
Yes.
and maybe LG, but
Yeah.
Samsung.
Uh,
Yeah.
I just wanted to note too that this is like a departure for Apple, because usually they prefer simplicity over function, but now they're adding this like a little bit extra complexity to their old UI scheme. So I don't know if this marks a change in what the iPad will be going forward, or maybe this is like an introduction to something like an iPad Pro that we've been hearing about.
Well, if they continue on this road, I will
Fall.
definitely get an iPad.
Yeah, fall. I think fall
Well,
fall would be the big reveal for that.
hope if they're going to do that, please drop the price. For the love of all things holy.
That
Um,
will never
Not
happen.
now.
Hope
Oh
time,
my
man.
god.
No, man.
That not
No,
happening.
hold the breath on that.
Sorry, I swear. No, if I hold my breath, I'll probably pass out. But
Yeah, probably. Most
I
likely,
mean,
definitely.
I mean, I couldn't even- can I tell you, funny enough, I was having a discussion with two of my coworkers today about the same thing, you know.
Mm.
The question they asked me was, what's the best mobile phone out there right now? I asked, all right, the questions I asked, budget, okay? What do you want to do with it? All right? What are you looking for? Okay. So my opinion was based off of the budget that they mentioned. I said, like, if you have the money, a Note 4 or a S6, even the iPhone 6, if you have the money. If you're looking at mid-range device, you can get like a Note 3, S5,
Or even the
I,
M8.
or the M8, the HTC M8. Yes,
Yeah,
the
the
M8.
M8. Yeah.
The M8 is the hot phone. Like I love the M8 gone to
Yeah.
bed. I love the M8. Um, the only thing that I had against the iPhone 5 and 5S, it's too bloody small. Like my
I
hands are
know.
big.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
All right.
No, listen,
For me,
you have small,
this is
you
the
have
right
small
size.
hands. Dave. You have small hands. Stop it.
This
Stop
one,
it.
yeah,
You
yeah, I
have small
do.
hands.
I don't like.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. For
So
I
me,
this
mean,
fits for
I
me.
the
okay.
Note is perfect for me. I love the Note.
Oh, that
This
would
is
be
my
too.
Note 3.
I got
I
big
miss my
hands on.
Note 3.
Sorry.
I had to sell my Note 3. I really miss it.
I got big hands, and the
No,
note's
man.
just way too big for me, man. The iPhone 5
Note is big
is
for you,
just like
dude.
almost the perfect size. I just need it to get a little bit bigger.
Put a case on it.
Hell no.
Well, the iPhone 5 has a perfect body size because they can stretch the screen in that body, you know.
Mhm.
And
The screen is actually small for that body.
before we get too deep into this topic, I'm gonna pull us out and ask us one very important question. Do any of us care about the Apple Watch?
Not right now.
No. I'm
No.
sorry, dude.
All right,
Not
that
right now.
No,
answers
no.
that answers
I'm,
that. Let's
I'm
move on.
sorry. I'm sorry. The Apple
Yeah.
Watch. Okay.
I give it 2 generations before I start talking about it.
The Apple Watch is an interesting device. I will say that, but not enough to grab my attention to want to find out more about it. I mean, brutally honest. I would want to find out more about like the Gear series, the Android watches, because they have a lot more usability. You can, because I've seen a friend of mine actually got a watch locally too. Well, got it from overseas and flashed it and put on an Android ROM and all these things. I'm like, Christine, remember we were talking about it last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Christine flashed it. I'm like, how the hell? She flashed her watch. you
But
know?
no, I don't think
And
it was Android, you know. I don't think it was Android.
Android,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it's got an app. No man. Who? Oh Jesus, I don't. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But she flashed her watch, but I remember that it wasn't an Apple Watch. It was not an Apple Watch, but it was one of the Android derivative of smartwatches. So whichever brand it was. But
Maybe
I
it was a
see that.
Pebble.
It's a
Yeah.
Motorola, man. It's a Motorola should have.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a
Yeah.
Pebble. Yeah.
Okay, but the Pebble. Remember, the
Okay.
Pebble is an Android derivative, so she can flash
True.
whatever she wants on it.
No, man. Pebble is his
Right.
own thing, man.
Or even see all that. I mean, it offers a greater amount of customization, and that is why I would forever love Android over Apple because you can customize the hell out of it. That's just me. If I want to spend the time and skin my phone, change the font, change this, change that. I mean, mind you, I'll have to wipe my phone. Well, probably flash it and root it, but I'm okay
Yeah.
with doing that.
The average user not even know how to do
The
it.
average user not going to do that, but you can still customize it relatively enough for the average user because you
Yep.
can download
Without
different things.
routing.
Yeah, without routing, exactly.
Yeah,
Me,
go to General Kev. Try to focus a little bit more down to the point.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so there's a lot of customization that Android will forever have over Apple. That's why I love it. But in any case, the Apple Watch doesn't grab me. I'm looking to see what they come with in terms of Android smartwatches. And all in all, we like what we've discussed so far about the Apple side of things and the Google side of things as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if the
So
price
yeah,
is never so big, would I probably be a Apple fanboy like somebody else.
that's how remain nameless at this time. Yes, yes.
No, Sam,
Someone
yeah,
wearing a
thanks.
red, someone wearing a red shirt. I don't know who that is, I don't know who
It's alright. It's alright.
it is. But I mean, but they have to admit the prices for Apple. I believe Apple devices are overpriced. Well, no, both
They're
devices are
definitely
overpriced.
overpriced.
Both. Oh no, hold on. Let me rephrase. Both Apple and Android, the high-end devices are overpriced.
Because the
The
same
high
product.
ends.
Apple,
Yes.
the high ends.
The
Apple
high
more
end.
so, but both of them are overpriced. That's my thing. I don't need to be spending a thousand US on the phone. I'm sorry. Like, no.
I mean, like
That's
seriously,
laptop money.
even the
That's
Nexus
car money.
is in high-end category now. Like, what the hell?
Mm.
Hey,
And the
you
Nexus
guys
is
heard
good.
about the
You know what?
Asus Zenfone 2?
I
Yeah,
spied. I
I
spied. I don't
wanted
know
to
that
get
much
it,
about it.
but
There's a reason. Once I see a market for it and people willing to spend the money for it, the price
As,
will.
as Earl said, if you build it,
that's
they will
true.
come.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anyway, it's now, what is this, 10:20?
Yeah, man.
We
We're
gone
not up enough.
overtime
We've gone over time.
and
It
I'm an
was,
extra 130 megs over the last time I updated you.
No.
So it's
it's
been
fine.
Credit card one, man.
Don't
no
listen
sir.
to him, man. Oh, he's overseas. He's overseas.
It's
Oh,
a
oh,
plan.
oh, oh,
So what
oh,
you're
oh,
gonna do
oh, my
now
bad.
for the next Earl for the next week? But like just kill the data right there. No browsing. If you want to browse, go to an internet cafe. Do something else out
Yeah,
of
man.
it.
I just hope that
No.
my Uverse come back soon enough.
Yes.
Good luck.
But yeah, it was a good discussion, I will admit. We
Yeah.
covered a lot of things. We covered both sides, the findings on both sides we covered, right?
Think about it. We
And
covered two tech shows that were like an hour each, under an hour and a half.
Or 2 hours each.
yeah, two
Yeah,
hours,
yeah.
exactly. We covered a lot. Like, we covered a lot of things. So I think that the future is bright for a tech chat show. I believe so. What do you guys think?
I agree.
Just need more people to get the
Yeah.
Just need
bravery
more
to,
persons to share, subscribe, comment, ask questions, all of that lovely stuff. Let's do it. Let's do it, people. We can't ask enough. Please, let's do it.
All right.
In any case, Mr. Dean, Mr. Gio, and Mr. Earl,
Yes, sir.
it's been lovely to see you guys this evening. I'm
All right.
looking forward to the next event in what, 2 weeks? So we're gonna. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna move the program to every 2 weeks.
Yes.
Hopefully that will coincide with other person's schedules. I know that my schedule is all over the place, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that every 2 weeks we should be good. So today is the 10th. By the 24th, we should be having another program. And we're going to make it equally as interesting as this one. Right?
Now you're putting too much pressure now, man.
What? Come on, come on.
Well,
Make it good.
we can just
Hey,
look in the tech chat group because there are always some heated discussions in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
but you see, that's the thing. We want persons to listen. Talk about this. Here's a show suggestion. Talk about this on your show next time. Instead
Yeah.
of discussing it on the
Recommendation.
group. Yeah, exactly. Just suggest it. Or even go on a YouTube video and make a comment on it as well. Just suggest something.
Yeah,
Discuss it. I will give you a shout out as well. On live
true.
TV, well, live internet.
Radio
Guys,
and
thank you so much once again. Enjoy the rest of the evening, all right? And try to stay warm for those of us that are in the cold climates.
Mm.
weather
Have a
gospel.
good one, guys.
All right.
Ciao.
Cool.
All right,
All
guys.
right, yeah.
Take care.
All right.